Hey everybody, welcome back. It's The Witch episode 4. We're gonna do this at some point. I honestly think we were on our way last time. If Drain Life if we just managed to survive the Sneezy fight, I think honestly having any form of HP regeneration it will put us over the freaking moon. Right now, I think it's pretty much, no, it's more than pretty much, it's guaranteed lethal on our next fight. But honestly, like, it doesn't become hard until the 3rd floor, unless you fight Sneezy on the 2nd floor. I don't think we gotta worry about anything for now. Magic Missile, what is an incredible piece of equipment. I definitely still think having that guaranteed damage is very nice. Maybe we want upgraded slots, but honestly, I feel like I have I feel like I have a strat. I have a strat that makes sense, I think. Okay, maximum 8 poison next turn. I would prefer, no, we got lethal. That's you know, life might be hard for us as the witch sometimes, but as the slime, it's just game over. Like, mathematically, the fight has already finished. No matter how much you hurt me for, I just click this button twice. You're dead. I level up, and I get to choose fire or ice. I think I'm gonna go ice, but just keep in mind that not every enemy does it behoove us to use ice against. Okay? Not every enemy does it behoove us to use ice against. I think ice against this guy is really good. You're a mimic. Okay, should have known. I was looking. I was like, why are there only 2 enemies? Let's get started here. So, we will hit you with that. What are you going to do turn 1? We don't know yet. Go ahead and hit me with a magic missile. And then we're going to put a cauldron out here. We're going to cauldron... No, we're not going to cauldron anything. We're going to hit you for 10. But we do have the cauldron out there for next time. 653. We're going to do 5 damage and a shot. So freeze saved us 1 damage there. Might not look to that as the best possible option, but that's okay. That's okay. That's a pretty good fight, honestly. 225. You're gonna drain a little health. It's basically inconsequential. Almost as good as it could have possibly gone for us there. Very nice. We're only 7 HP down. Now, you fight Baby Squid. Baby Squid. And it's very simple. Against Baby Squid, you want to freeze dice. So, we'll hit you with a 5. That'll freeze a die. And then... No. Absolutely wrong. Cauldron has given us a 6, which can only be thrown. That's fine. Okay, so you're going to have 2 odds. That's beautiful. 2 odds is what we're looking for. Blinded dice is annoying, but it's not that bad. So, if we want to get another ice, we need to get Ice Shard. Okay, so this is a 6. This is also a 6. So we rolled 3 6s. And we still don't know what it is. This is a 2, unfortunately. This is a 6. That's pretty bad. 5-2, it's not that bad. 1 blinded dice, 3 damage. It's not inconsequential, but not that relevant. I think we will use our limit break just to get out front here. So we definitely want to weaken you. Is this a 4 by chance? It's not. It's a 5 or a 6. Is it a 4? It's a 1. Okay. Go ahead and hit me with a 2 out here. It's a 5. I didn't run the numbers, but I was like, this feels like we should have a KO in here somewhere. So we'll level up. We'll get a prepared slot. I know. Statistically speaking, according to my spreadsheet, it tends to be better to have not a prepared slot, but instead, yeah, okay, I know. Here's the thing with Hall of Mirrors, okay? Cauldron should be in our prepared slot, which is fine, but we should have moved things around. We should have checked, at least. Start here. It's an even, it's a dream come true. Okay. Although we allowed him to actually weaken us. This guy's, it's not perfect to use freeze against this guy, but I think it's better than rolling the, quote unquote, rolling the dice, at least. Sure, still think that's pretty good. And then a 5. Honestly, I think I'd rather just throw it. What I was gonna say is, if we could benefit from having more dice, in the sense that, like, we had more places to use it, I think, or here's it, let me rephrase, okay? Because I think I've distilled it down to brass tacks. I don't want... Cauldron doesn't work the way I thought it did there, which is absolutely sensible, but I don't think that we want Hall of Mirrors, because we don't want to have fights go on for long enough. The enemy equipment is better than ours. We would much rather, like, pop in, get the heck out of town, and then, you know, move on with our lives. I am thinking, like, dude, maybe, I don't know. I really want Life Drain, obviously. I've talked about it incessantly. I think we gotta start on you. But I thought about Magic Shield. Freezing against you doesn't matter that much, but it is also, like, our best damage dealer that isn't Magic Missiles, so... I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter what we do to your dice, like, at all. Although, to be fair, removing a 6 is nice, because then it forces you to have to roll a 6 in order to get that damage again, because you do have some direct damage dealers. If we're gonna use... no, but then you get 2 magic missiles for the next thing. Yeah. I don't know about this one. Now that I look at it, I'm like, I think we screwed that one up pretty nicely. 6 is gonna hurt. Dude, I kind of hate the Witch episode 4. I'm just, you know, not trying to be Mr. Negative. Just sort of calls it like I sees it. You know what I mean? Oh, you're so close. We probably could have optimized there. I just feel like the Witch episode 4 is not designed to be won. I feel like it's just designed to punish you until you decide that enough is enough. It's rough, dude. What do you got for me? Hex. You know, here's the thing. I'm gonna put that on Infliction, which I know seems, let me use the English term, it seems daft. It's an interesting option. But, I really genuinely believe that at least we get something out of that on every roll. So here's what I'm thinking. I think you do want a Hex, okay? So you can weaken or shock. Neither one is actually very good for us here, but I'm just thinking, okay? We can force him to roll a 1. Okay, I got an idea. I don't know if it's any good. Start by turning this 4 into something else. It became an odd, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, you freeze him with your best damage. You shock him twice. And then, you don't want a 4 there. You hope that the shock hits 1. Okay. Look, some people might call me maybe the greatest player that's ever played the game. I wouldn't necessarily say that, but you're welcome to think that if it suits you. So we only have evens this time, so my entire plan is falling apart, but we can at least weaken 2 pieces of equipment after doing no damage. We did not weaken poison, so we will be poisoned. Very interesting setup here. 1 damage, 1 freeze, 2 shock. Now all of our dice will be frozen yet again. Like, oh, we're losing him. Okay, that's huge. We needed the damage. I think 2 shock is still pretty good. And then you decide, okay, where do you want to go with this? Well, you could create another Hex and then weaken something, but I don't think that's very good. Or you can create an Ice Shard. I don't think that's very good either. I think you just end up throwing 3 dice at this son of a gun. Very nice, thank you. So, 5? Okay, it's totally fine. Okay, so I'm thinking you just shoot for the moon here. You go 3. Hope it weakens whatever he rolls. It's poison. Whatever. We had to kill him this turn anyway. We're going to get the full HP. Would I recommend this strat? No, I think that we have maybe lucked out a little bit. I mean, if he didn't get shocked twice, we would have been on the pieces of equipment that he was going to use, we would be dead. I still can't help but feel the duplicate is just better. I think it's just better. I have an idea. Give me Counterspell instead of Hall of Mirrors. You freeze the dice, and then you say if the enemy rolls that 1, it's locked. Okay? That's my new friggin' play. Now, we don't have duplicate out there, I will admit. When we level up, ideally that will change. I think we're getting a little bit too lost in our own head right here, but there's a chance. No ability to get Cauldron here is a real bummer. But anyway, you freeze. I think you just freeze twice on this one. And I think you just go straight into... So there, you're gonna roll 2 1s. If we can't lock you, which we can't do, what do we care, right? So what do you want out there? Another Ice Shard or some duplicates? You definitely want some duplicates out there. We might as well, I don't know, lock it, and then maybe the lock will apply before freeze. We won't know, obviously, but... So you see my game plan. Whether or not it'll work is a very interesting question indeed. You just straight up go like 5, 5. Hey, if you roll a 3, by the way, okay? I mean, this is the minimum damage this guy can do per turn. Now, this is what you want to be at here. 3, 5. If you roll a 1, it gets locked. Oh, it just doesn't work. It has to be a natural roll. That's fine. I want to be clear, that's fine. However, it's bull. But secondarily, Counterspell just lost its spot on the prepared list. Probably start with a duplicate instead, because it doesn't take a die to get out there. We're probably super dead now, unfortunately. Early health is very nice. We'll start with a limit break on this guy and get him going. I don't like limit break on 6 either, by the way. I know that it's probably a criticism people have. We actually want to shock you this time. So I think we want to dupe a... Let's use a 2 first. We want odds. We can't dupe a 3. We could Cauldron a 3. Had to freeze. The freeze was non-negotiable. We'll dupe a 6. I know we did 3 damage there. It's not good. But the weakness, it might starve him a little. Kind of seems like it's starving me more than it's starving him, though. Yeah, this is just, like, actually pretty bad. He's at the same level of HP. I hate this episode, dude. Okay, how do we kill this guy? 5s in Ice Shard is one reliable way. And then actually getting some magic missiles out there is also pretty good. Probably should have used that, but... That's better. Not by much. I think he's still gonna kill us, despite being, like, on the ropes in every conceivable way. Yeah, I mean, just make the witch just better. I don't know, okay? I just say it just doesn't work. I know it's probably like a rude thing to hear, but like we've been talking about it in our Discord as well. We've been like, you know, multiple other streamers, content creators have been like, yeah, I've been playing as the witch, literally I never feel at all like I'm making any progress. And I'm like, yeah, it sounds about right. Sounds about right. That's okay. Let's try again. We got a little too... honestly, when our counter spell methodology didn't work for us, it was already over. Why didn't it work for us? Well, I guess technically you didn't roll a 1. You rolled something else and it turned into a 1. Mind you, of course, when you play with a chopped and screwed rule set, whenever you roll a 6, it lights on fire. Even if you turn it into a 6 via some other mechanism, like your gadget, for example, yes, it still lights on fire. But that's because it hurts the player. When it would hurt the enemy, they don't do it that way. Read the card. It's the card on the text on the card and nothing else. You can tell I'm in. These are real gamer hours here. I'm not upset. Like, I'm not, you know, like gonna cry. It's just bad. It's unfortunate that this was left for last, but the reason... Oh, I almost flipped off the camera again. The reason it was left for last is because if it wasn't left for last, it was not going to be done. So, can you kill me? If you can't kill me on turn 1, then I do not care. I will not use my limit break. And I will set up the turn 2 kill. No shield, please? It's only 4 shield. I mean, if he puts up his shield, he's not doing any damage to me, so it's all good as far as I'm concerned. Okay, do it again. See if I care. See if I freaking care, dude. Well, I was gonna throw dice. That would be a major mistake, but it's okay. Okay. Did you say you've already beaten all of Dicey Dungeons? I still think Ice Shard is the dream, but it's weird now because I'm like, hold on, we got Ice Shard from the enemy. What's up with that? Magic Shield. I mean, I actually don't really want this out here, but we might as well take it for now. It's a freaking mimic. I got so excited. I was like, oh, free equipment, huh? Things are really going my way. Okay. All right, Dice Lord. Magic Shield. Why not? We got way too many things that require odds, but we do have 3 shield. You will do 2 damage. That's beautiful. That's the greatest story ever told. Now we have our own issues. I think I will freeze a dice and then throw 2 at you. Yeah, we've constructed. Oh, that's a very good turn from you. We've constructed something where only odds are good for us, and that's very dangerous. Okay, 2 damage, not a big deal. Honestly, I think we gotta bail ourselves out. I'm sorry, Magic Shield. We needed the raw damage from Infliction. Yikes. Must be nice. Yes. Yes. Now I think about it, we probably could have just used the 5 and then thrown 2 dice. Brain's getting a little twisted here. Now I'm like, oh god, we might not even beat the pirate, dude. Low rolls will help us though. Like it looks not great, but I think that is our best option. Now, no matter what we do, we're gonna create a situation where 2 odds are incentivized. Dude, taking a 6 out of there was smart, I think. So I feel totally fine about that. I think we should take the damage and just go straight for our limit break. And then see where we stand. Well, 5s are very good in Ice Shard. I don't think you have to worry too much about anything else there. I think this is just your play right here. And it's honestly pretty good, but he could easily kill us. He won't, thankfully. We'll be alive with 1 HP and an inability to touch all of our dice but 1. But we didn't really need much because the thrown dice would get him anyway. So we got a little lucky there. I'll just level with you. I still think we want a prepared slot. You know what? Fine. So here's what we're going to do. Probably shouldn't, but here's what we're going to do. Hall of Mirrors. When we roll a natural 6, we're going to love it, okay? And then maybe double dice value is actually what we need at that point. It's pretty good, actually. So now I'm like... Honestly, oh, I'm not paying for that. Are you insane? Just give me 3 shield. That's a little much, right? Like, just throw the dice at you. Okay, so you're gonna hit me for 4 with 2 weakness. The weakness is the real annoying part, obviously. But we haven't been hit by, like, for that much. Okay. So, we want Ice Shards. We don't need another Hall of Mirrors on this guy, in all likelihood. He's gonna do 2 damage, but 2 weakness. This is not bad. I mean, this went very well. But we did roll a natural 6, which we'll have a roughly 50% chance to do. Do we have a shop? I think we have a shop coming up. I don't really think we need Magic Missile. Healing Crystal, I'll admit, is really close. I actually think we buy Healing Crystal. I know we have a spot on 5. Why on earth would you put it on 6? Just because I'd rather have it. I'd just rather have it than the other option there. So I am going to fight Sneezy without healing. I don't want to overheal at all. And we have a healing crystal available. So we love to see the natural 6. That's a big one right there. Then we freeze his dice. He's not going to do as much damage. It's just that simple. I will take a second freeze. Now that I think about it, we don't really need a second freeze. But a second damage option is very nice. So next time we get a 6, it's going to go straight in the healing crystal. So we want to do 10 damage for certain. Give me a 6, please. Give me a 5. It's still pretty nice. So Sneezy is screwed. He gets bodied by freeze. He will do 3 damage to us per turn that we can counter if we ever get a natural 6. We want to use a 2 in here. Doesn't really matter too much. All I'll say is I want to see what happens when we don't get a natural 6 on like the first 2 turns. That'll really go a long way towards determining how I feel about this run, to be honest. Silver Cauldron gives you an odd dice. It does work with Ice Shard. There's a problem. Like, here's the I do think it's better than Infliction. I don't know if we want 2 Cauldrons, but I think it beats Infliction, so I'm going to put it there. I'm not going to take Catastrophe. I know there's no point in not taking it, but it's just, it confuses you. It adds to your mental overhead. Take the Marie Kondo approach. That's my philosophy right now. If you don't need it, you eat it. 2 Silver Cauldron. Okay, so first, let's roll. We did get a natural 6, which is pretty lucky. I think we will definitely just toss out a Healing Crystal. But then also, give me a Silver Cauldron. Now, you turn your 2 into an odd. It's the worst odd. Turn your 4 into a better odd. Okay. Now we can hit you for 3 and still recover 1. So we did use our limit break. Let's not judge the ability of this run to function by whether or not this was a good turn. This was limit break working well for us, and I will never deny it. So here, I think you like the 3 right there, right off the bat. Then I think you like to turn your 4 maybe into an odd. You're looking for 5, but to be honest, the 3 is okay. Then you can go, honestly, I'm okay with that. Maybe just having the slightest bit of healing sustenance is gonna let us function here. The double poison is really bad. Now I'm realizing we gotta kill you ASAP. As soon as is pleasantly possible. Okay, so this is our best raw damage dealer. Then, I think you just take a 4, and then you maybe take like a... I think you should take a 6, honestly. Turn it into an odd. It's not good enough. You should take a 2, turn a 6 into an odd. It's better. I'm gonna hit you. I think you go straight up with your 6 here. Became a 5. That's good. Now you can take Ice Shard. We've frozen 3 of your dice. And we've done a lot of damage that turn. You're gonna have straight 1s. That's beautiful. We are still gonna get hit like a son of a gun. It's really painful. But you should be dead now. I believe your death will be coming here. It's very good. Shouldn't have to Crystal Ball. I think you just go straight for Sylvar Cauldron. Very good roll. Recover some HP. Take a hit. That could have been a lot worse. And we leveled anyway. Double dice or duplicate. The thing with double dice is it makes it easier. You're twice as likely to hit a 6 on turn 1. Well, to hit a 6. I think we do take double dice here. I'm going to put it on a 5, but it's a scary one to have it on. Because we like our 5s. And I think we keep our everything else the same. But now, if we get a 3, we can turn it into a 6. All we need is a 5 as well. I know it's confusing. We didn't need it, thankfully, but okay. Extra dice. Get them. Now, we want to create a 4. Created a 6 instead. I'm not against it, to be honest. Why don't you go ahead and give me an odd? It was a low odd, which I think is fine. Let's get rid of regular Cauldron. We could have gotten rid of Hall of Mirrors, honestly. I know the heal doesn't do anything there, but I guess we could have thrown the dice. You're right. We could have thrown the dice. So all of our dice will be frozen a lot. So having Cauldrons is going to be very helpful. Yeah. We want a better setup. So Hall of Mirrors, I think, can super get yeeted. It's okay. Hall of Mirrors will get yeeted for an actual Cauldron. Became a 6. Doesn't really matter that much. On this turn, well, I mean, yes, we'd rather hit you. I have to hit you at some point. You are going to have duplicate dice. Everything's going to be frozen at all times. That's not unusual. It's just why our Cauldrons are like our best option right now. So I think we do also want Crystal Ball. Okay, so 5 here is just for damage, and we love it. Reroll your 4. Becomes a 6. Reroll your 6. You can get a lot of healing crystals, but it's not that valuable. We're looking for, really like a 2 would be pretty nice, honestly. Okay. Now I'm like, wait a minute, you can get a double dice here, but for what end? To what end? To what end? It doesn't make any sense. Go ahead. It's going to be hard to kill you on the next turn. I think we'll just do it like that. Low damage from him. We at least got some heals back. All of our dice are going to be frozen. Yeah, no kidding. What else is new? So, we want to see 5s. 3 is okay. 5 is the best thing we ever could have asked for. We want to do 4 damage. I think we have it. I don't think we have it. So I'd rather just recover the HP. He would have been at 1. So we're gonna take an 8 as a result of that, which is horrible. But you know, it gives us another turn. We can still recover some HP off of this. Give me a 3. Give me a 3. It's only a 1, so be it. We healed for 1. This is a weird one. Keep in mind, that went okay against the Yeti. And the Yeti is like the worst possible enemy for us, so... I'm not feeling too terrible. Wisp, huh? It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Okay. We don't have a doppel dice potential. We'd love to freeze your dice, even though it doesn't matter that much. This is our best damage dealer. What about a 2? You know? What about a 2, dude? Situation where definitely... you know, we could have doppel diced the 3 for Hall of Mirrors. That might have been... That might have been our play. But Crystal Ball usually gets us out of a jam here. Just takes a bit. No natural 6. Okay, so you get a doppel dice. Toss your 3 into doppel dice. +1 dice this fight. We have a 5. I'm going to use it as our best damage dealer. I have a 4. I'm going to put it out there. And I'm going to take our 2 and turn it into an odd. It's the worst of all odds. So I'm going to go Cauldron instead and hope to get a little bit better. And it didn't work, but that's okay. We don't need to freeze both of your dice. We can, especially if you roll 2 natural 1s, we can afford to swing for the fences. You love to see it. You want the first roll, it doesn't really matter too much. After that, you just want to keep them low. Okay, 5 is our best damage dealer. 2, actually, go ahead and toss this 2 in here. And then you get a 2 for Silver Cauldron. Turn your 6 into a 5, please. We'll go limit break status. We get a 5 anyway. I don't know about this one, coach. I think we got him. The freeze is not relevant again, but it's not too relevant. Low rolls. Still alive. I lived. You should be dead just to dice. We have some HP related concern. We should have looked for heals there. Oh. I think we're about to be killed. Wisp is strong against fire. Cool. Big whoop. Fool's fire. Okay, so you burn a lot. Gotta go 2. You want to turn this into a 3? If it's not a 3, that's fine. All we can really do is make a doppel dice. It's not a bad first turn. We need our heals to be out there, though. That's where we're suffering right now. We need to be able to heal, and having the 6s, it does help. Don't get me wrong, but we'd like more 6s. So here's what you do. I know, it's spooky, right? The thing is, we have to get out there. We gotta stop you from doing 5 damage to us this turn. It's very, very unlikely. I think we're dead. Yep. What else is new? Hey, it's episode 4 is The Witch, everybody. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.